Okay, good morning, my friends. Elena here, and today we're doing yoga, Hatha flow yoga, mostly focusing on the back. It will be a full body stretch, of course, as well. So let's start with a little meditation, just focusing on the breath. As always, if you have a strap or a band, if you have yoga blocks, good. If not, you'll be able to do this practice without the props as well. Okay, so sit up nice and tall. To start, you can be in rock pose or you can be sitting position. So we're just gonna focus on the breath first. So close your eyes, relax your shoulders, elongate the spine. First, just notice how you're breathing this morning. Notice if the breath going all the way into your belly. And gently start deepening the breath. Inhale, relax in the belly, feeling that expansion. Expanding the ribs, expanding the collarbones. Exhaling slowly, completely in the reverse direction. And at the end of the exhale, you feel like you're drawing the belly into the spine. Continue like this. Slow, deep inhalation and long, complete exhalation. Let's try what's called Ujjayi breath. And to do Ujjayi breath, try this. So just do a silent. Mm-hmm. Now we're going to try this side without opening the mouth. So on the exhale, yeah, so it's still just exhaling, but you feel a little bit more of the air kind of going, brushing the throat and the nose. And now try to do it on the inhale as well. So you'll notice it's a little bit louder than regular breath and Ujjayi breath. Good. Let's continue a little bit more like this. So feel the air brushing the throat, brushing the palate of your mouth. It's called ocean breath as well. And I'll remind you about this throughout the practice. It will help us to focus the attention and intention on the breath. Remember, deep inhalation, complete exhalation. Inhale, prana is coming in, life force energy. Exhaling the apana energy out. Very good. Okay, so let's lie down on the back, and if you have a block, bring it with you. We'll hold it between the inner thighs to stabilize the knees. Again, today we're focusing on the hips. Feet hip width apart. Now bring the block second width apart between the inner thighs. Palms facing up, relax your neck, make sure it's really comfortable. And before we go into any bridge, and just imagine the clock where your lower back and the tailbone, like a round shape in that area in your sacrum, and see if you can just circle that area, touching the floor with every part of that clock. It is every hour of that clock. So you're feeling like lower back is going into the ground and then maybe lifting up. Switch direction of the circle. Notice if you're skipping some hours there. Good. It's a nice exercise for lower back. All right, back to the center. Let's continue with the bridge. On the inhale, start rolling the spine up from the tailbone. So inhaling up, 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 up. Exhale down vertebra by vertebra. Feel it connecting to the ground. Inhale, rolling up. Exhale, rolling down. Keeping space between chin and chest. Everything else is relaxed. Feel your feet grounded at the toes. If you have the block, squeeze it a bit so you're activating the inner thighs. Inhale, roll up. Exhale, roll down. Feel your glutes and hamstrings active. So hamstrings here, right? The back of your thigh. And let's do 4 more. Go as slow as you wish. Inhale, following the breath. Let's see if we can apply that Ujjayi breath, so like a sign breath. Creating the sound of the ocean. Two more. One more time, and we're gonna hold it up. So inhale. This time, walk arms underneath you, interlace the fingers. Walk shoulders closer to each other. Press arms down. Space between chin and chest. Keep lifting up ribs and hips. Find the root lock, Mula Bandha. Dry breath. 2 more. And relax your arms, roll the spine down. Very good. Remove the block. And we're going to continue with, this figure 4, it's also called, it's like a supported pigeon pose, right? Or the, variation of the pigeon. And we'll go into different variations today. So this one is the easiest. It's like a preparatory. And it's very important to notice where your hips are in this posture. Okay? So your hip bones, if you draw the line between them perpendicular to the spine, so we're not twisted. Ankle above the knee. So you can push it gently out, but no torque, right? The best way to stretch here is to actually activate the hip muscle by pushing with your ankle against this knee or this thigh. So you push as you inhale, and then you stretch a little deeper as you exhale. You can also see this foot, right, the top foot, push it, kind of rotate it out. Rotating it out also will activate the muscle. Good. And let's rock a bit side to side here. Lift both legs up, give it a little shake. We'll do the other side. So left ankle above your right knee. Again, notice how your hips are doing there. Make sure everything is comfortable. Press with your left ankle against your side. Inhale. Exhale. Deepen the stretch. Good. And let's rock side to side. And from here, bring to the chest. Roll the knees out. And in. Good. Bring the feet down again. We'll do another variation of bridge today. So bring the knee like this. Again, ankle over the knee. Palms up. Lift the hips up on the inhale. Exhale. Down. It's like one-legged bridge. You'll feel a little bit more activation here. Hamstrings. 4 more. We'll do 8 on each side. Last one. Good. Let's switch. So left ankle above your right knee. Palms up, neck resting. And inhale up. Exhale down. Feel stabilizing work going on in the hip, glutes, and hamstrings. 4 more like this. Remember the Ujjayi breath. Good. And bring it down, knees to the chest again. This time we're gonna hug the knees, draw them in and up and out toward the armpits. And if you can, only if you can do it without rocking the hips or the head off the ground, grab your big toes with index and middle finger and draw the knees up and out to the armpits. Happy baby. Feel free to rock side to side if it feels good. Staying connected to the Ujjayi breath. Inhale, straighten the legs if you can. Hold the big toes or you just bring the hands to the inner thigh. Reaching out through the heels. Shoulders relaxed. Good. And bring the legs close together now. Wiggle the toes, wiggle the fingers. Roll the hands. Roll the feet. Switch direction. And give it a good shake, 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 shake. Good. Relax the arms down. Inhale, reach out. Exhale, bring one leg down. Inhale up. Exhale down. You can always support your back here. Bring the hands under the hips. Inhale. Exhale down. Now, if it's too much for your back to keep the legs straight, you can do it with bent legs. This is option 2. Keep going slowly, no rush here. Inhale up, exhale down, alternating the legs. Using a deep abdominals here. Make sure you're controlling this movement through the core. Next on your right leg up, hold it here, just hug under the side. Or if you have the band or a towel and if you prefer using the rope, bring it around the ball of your foot. Extend out the leg. Inhale, you can gently push against the strap or the band. Exhale, draw it in. Inhale, activating the muscle by trying to bring the leg down. And then exhale, deepen the stretch. Alright, so let's now get the strap with the left hand. If it's your right leg, we'll just take it a little bit across here. Just to the opposite shoulder. Don't rock the hip off the ground. Flex your foot. Toes towards you. Hold. Inhale back to the center and bring your left leg up. Extend your right leg down. Get comfortable and inhale. Push against the bend. Exhale. Deepen the stretch. Let's apply the Ujjayi breath. Deep breathing. Then grab the band with your right hand and bring the knee or bring the leg across. Again, foot just in front of your right shoulder. Left hip stays on the ground. Hold it here. Ujjayi breath. Like a sign without opening the mouth. Feeling the air brush in the throat and brush in the upper palate of your mouth. Inhale back to the center and drop the bend. Knees. Let's draw a circle, but this time keep your knees together. Again, you're feeling that lower back, right? Between the lower back and the tailbone. Draw it like a circle, clockwise and then counterclockwise. Good. Okay, bring the legs 90 degree, open your arms, palms facing up. Inhale, center. Exhale, twist right, look left. Inhale, center. Exhale, twist left, look right. Keep moving with the breath. If your core is really strong and you want to challenge yourself today, you can extend the legs. Shoulders stay on the ground. So you feel the stretch all the way at the side of the body, going through the hip, all the way into the chest and shoulders. Couple more. And next time you twist into your left, hold it here. Bring the left hand on top of your right thigh. Look towards your right arm. Inhale, center. Exhale, other side. Right hand on top of your left thigh. Look towards your left arm. Stay here for a couple deep breaths. Inhale back to the center and let's rock back and forth. Pigeon, just rock side to side. Chin slightly in, knees to the chest. Inhale back, exhale up. Two more times. Good. And coming up, let's turn all the way around on knees and hands. Here, hips over the knees, shoulders over the wrists. Spread the fingers, soften the elbows. And let's continue with cat cow. Long neck. Make sure we're creating the space between shoulders and the ears. Exhale, round the back, widen the shoulder blades, draw the tailbone down, draw the belly in. And again, inhale, open the chest. Exhale, round the back. Ujjayi breath. Good. Back to neutral spine, and let's just from here we'll step one hand forward. Curl the toes under. Keep spine in neutral. We don't want to lose the curve. But legs gonna stay bent to start. We're coming up in the first downward dog. So draw the elbows, armpits slightly in. Reach up through the sit bones. Again, keep the legs bent for now. Just explore the length of the spine. Relaxing the neck. Reaching out through the sit bones. Lengthening the sides of the body. Hold, breathe. Bend the knees even more, then extend one leg. Inhale, bend both legs. Exhale, extend the other leg. Great. Next, inhale, shift your weight into plank, shoulders over the wrists, wide shoulder blades, reaching back through the heels, forward to the top of the head. Deep breath. Lift the kneecaps up. Or if it's too much, you can always bring the knees down to half plank. Inhale, shift your weight forward more, bring knees down, and I'm gonna bring chest down slowly, keep shoulders rolled back, but shoulder blades wide and stable. Inhale, coming up into baby cobra, meaning hips on the ground and your toenails pressing down into the floor. Long neck, roll the shoulders back. Exhale, bring yourself down. Inhale, lift up. Keep going. Exhale, inhale. If you need to adjust your hands, adjust. Maybe you want to bring them a little bit wider. So we're focusing on the upper spine, finding some mobility there. Don't compress the lower back. Press down through the toenails. Keep the hips on the ground. Engage the core and feel like you're drawing the tailbone away from the ribs as you're coming up here. Two more. Great. Relax for a moment. And now bring the arms behind the back, interlace the fingers, draw the shoulders away from the ears, lift the arms up. Inhale, lift the chest and the legs off the ground. One, exhale. It's a great exercise to strengthen the lower back. And it's also actually good for thymus gland, which is responsible for immune system. Inhaling up, exhaling down. Remember, we're exploring this ujjayi today, so we're brushing the throat and the upper palate of the mouth with the ear, creating like the sound of the ocean. Great. Relax. Make a pillow with your arms, toes together, heels apart. We're just doing some back bends here. Let's take little breaks in between. Good. And for the next one, bend the knees and keep your knees about hip width apart to reach your ankles. If it's impossible, then repeat the previous variation when we were doing cobra, right, with arms behind. Okay, now if you can reach your ankles and you're comfortable here, keep your neck nice and long. Inhale, push with the feet against the palms and allow this movement to bring your thighs and chest off the ground. And then exhale, come back down. Inhaling up, exhaling down. Great stretch for the entire spine. Brings mobility. Also great for other systems in the body, especially digestive system, immune system as well. Couple more. And inhale and rock a little bit if you can, or just hold it up. Hold the breath. Good, and relax. Rocking was totally optional. Toes together, heels apart. Make a pillow with your arms. Rest. Completely relaxing here. And while we're here, let's do another nice stretch. Bring the arms into T shape. Palms facing down. Press down through your right palm, right cheek on the ground, bend your left leg. And then we're going to start twisting to the right, reaching back with the left foot. Stretch for the chest and shoulders on the right side. You might feel it in your hips as well. Make sure everything feels comfortable. Inhale back to the center. Bring the left arm out perpendicular to the rest of the body. Bend your right knee, left cheek on the ground. Inhale and exhale, twist. Hold. Inhale back to the center. Palms under the shoulders. Inhale, cobra. And exhale, push yourself up and back to child pose. Hips to the arms forward, forehead on the ground. Relax. Maybe move a bit side to side. Keep walking your fingertips further forward. Ujjayi breath. Inhale, look forward. Walk your arms to the left and relax here for 2 deep. Reaching back with the sit bones. Inhale forward and exhale other side. Good. Inhale back to the center. And from here, coming up, sitting on the heels. I'm gonna go this way. And actually coming up like this, hips over the knees. Let's bring hands on the hip bones. Just get familiar with them. Again, straight line here. We're just gonna draw circles here. Inhale forward, exhale back. Get into nice stretch, but don't go through any discomfort. So we're going through side bend, forward, and a bit of a back bend. and switch direction. Breathe in deeply. Very good. Coming back to the center here. Keep your left knee where it is, and I'm just gonna extend right leg up like that. Comfortable, so still facing forward. Inhale, bring your left arm up, and exhale, I'm gonna lean towards right leg. So really stretching it here. Side of your body, side of the hip, palm facing down. Hold. Inhale, and back up, and bring the leg down. Let's switch sides. You're gonna extend your left leg, right hip, so both hips facing straight forward. Inhale, lift your right arm up, and exhale, slide to the left, palm facing down here on the right side. Then completely sideways, feeling the stretch in the hip and the torso, the upper back, but mostly hips, right? So focusing there. So make sure you're not twisting the hips. So we're keeping it as it was when we started. Hip bones facing forward. Great. And back to the center. Gonna go sideways. Bring the hands on your lower back. Again, notice the slight arch there. Let's go into a little bit of back bend and come back here. So we're not compressing the lower back. Just a little bit. Reaching back and reaching up through the chest bone. Gentle back bend. Very good. Again. So from this position, now bring your forward. Knee over the heel. Hips still square. Hands still on your lower back. And if you're comfortable, start sending the hip forward. But this time, notice we're not doing the arch. We want to feel the stretch into hip flexors. So dropping the tailbone down. Knee stays over the heel. Squaring the hips. Feel like you're drawing the inner thighs towards the center, towards the midline. Option, curl. And coming up, knee off the ground. More like a warrior one posture. You can bring the arms up 60 degrees. Deepening the stretch on the exhale. Squaring the hips, stabilizing on the inhale. Good. And slowly bring it down. All right, let's switch sides. So come back here. Left arm over here. Left foot forward now. Knee over the heel. Inner thighs drawing in. Tailbone drawing down. Keeping that space in your back. Start sending the right hip forward. Square the hips. Drawing shoulders back and down. Keep your neck long. Left knee over the heel. Good. Option, curl the toes under and come on up into warrior one, a variation of warrior one, right? Hips square into the front. You can lift the arms up if you wish. Inhale, stabilize, square the hips. Exhale, deepen the stretch. Ujjayi breath, reconnect with it. Good. And slowly bring it down. Great. Step back and slightly forward again. Let's come on up in another downward dog. Great posture. It's a basic inversion. So great for the heart, for the brain. Bend the knees, reach up through the sit bones, relax your neck. Stay here. Breathing deeply. Again, finding the length in the spine. Make sure you're not rounding your lower back here. Bend the knees as much as you need. Inhale, look forward. Feet hip width apart, toes slightly in. Completely relaxing into forward fold. Here. Letting go of any tension. Bring attention to your feet, spread the toes. Feel really balanced, really grounded here. Keep relaxing the spine, neck, shoulders. Good. And next inhale, I'm gonna roll the spine up, coming up to standing. And we'll do some warrior poses here, but we'll start with what's called goddess power, known here as plie squat. So I'm just gonna face front here. Bring your feet wide. Now bring the one hand on your lower back, because as we going into a wide squat here, make sure the tailbone is down, right? So it's not like a regular squat when we're leaning forward and arching the back. We might do that one too. With this one, dropping the tailbone down. Heels, toes facing whatever is comfortable in the hips, actually. They don't have to be completely out, but make sure that the knee is in line with the second toe. Bring the arms out. Spread the fingers, palms facing forward. Breathe. Open the chest. Go deep into the squat. Ujjayi breath. Exhale, draw the belly in. Now bring the palms face left knee as it is, and we're just going to turn right foot. So the right edge of your right foot is on the ground, toes in slight angle or facing forward. That's fine as well. Okay, bend the knee. Look over your left shoulder. Hold. And bring your left elbow on your left thigh. Right arm in front of the chest and over the head. Reach. Inhale, round through your right foot. Exhale, reach through your right arm. Right fingertips. You might want to go even deeper. And make sure you're still grounded through your right foot. Inhale, center. Coming up in front, goddess posture. And then turn your left foot so it's facing either forward or slightly in the angle. Right heel in front of your left foot arch, relaxing the tailbone down, arms to the sides. Look over your right shoulder, right knee over the heel. Good. And inhale, bring your right elbow on your right thigh. Exhale, left arm over the head, palm facing down. Bring the left arm in one line with your left leg. Inhale, ground through the left edge of your left foot. Exhale, reach further through your left fingertips. Enjoy a nice stretch and breathe deeply. And then inhale up. Bring your feet a little closer to each other here. Give it a little shake. Okay, so I did promise pigeon poses today. So we'll explore standing pigeon pose and then the regular one. Okay, so if you have the blocks, have them handy just for your balance. You can use a chair, so just something for your balance in front of you, okay? I'm just gonna bring them here. See? Yeah. So here, hip width apart. Okay. Actually, better this way to start so you see what I'm doing. Yeah. Shift your weight on your left foot and cross your right foot over. Hands on your hip bone. So as we're sliding the foot up, make sure nothing is going on here in the hip. So we're not twisting, we're not dropping, lifting, lift up, and then open the hip. Right? So it looks like the knee is opening, and without anything happening in this line. Good. Notice your angle. Whoop. I'm just jumping around so you can see my neutral spine, right? When I'm taking it down, not losing the neutral spine. So we don't want to, just to make something happen and round the back. So with the neutral spine, we then can take it down and maybe rest the hands on the chair or on the blocks. Yes? So hip square, shoulder square. Because we don't want to overstretch, some muscles in the hips. So we're doing a specific stretch. And to get there, let's activate by pressing the ankle into the left thigh. So keeping it active. Good. Breathe. If you want to balance, prayer pose. So constantly pressing it down. And maybe you want to lean over. Hand blocks, no blocks. You can straighten the knee. And then slowly, coming up. Try not to lose the balance. Good. Other side, so prepare your chair or your blocks. Yes, bring them in front here. Put apart. Shift your weight on your right foot, so just balance. Keep this line between these hip bones perpendicular to the spine. Cross your left foot and start walking it up as far as you can comfortably without, again, losing alignment here. And open. Good. Press with your left ankle down into your right thigh. Keeping it active, keeping spine in neutral. Start sending the sit bones back. Again, no rounding in the spine. You can hold on to a chair, the blocks, or pose. Keep the hip active by pressing the left ankle down into the thigh. Reconnect to the breath. And see if you can lean forward, extend right leg. And the blocks may be handy here. Standing pigeon. Good. Inhale. And let's see if we can come up without losing the balance. Yay. And give it a good shake. Okay. Feet together. Tailbone down. Arms over the head, palms gonna be connected like this or interlaced. Exhale, bend to the left, ground to your right foot. Inhale up. Exhale, bend to the right, ground to your left. Crescent moon stretch. Again, you can feel it in the hips, in the side of the torso, in your upper back. Make sure your spine is in neutral, so no relax the tailbone, soften the knees. And let's hold it. Let's hold one side for 3 deep breaths. Inhale up, exhale other side. And inhale up, relax your arms, give it a little shake. Good. So I'm going to take it down and walk on a pigeon poses, but first we'll do it through some variation of squats. Okay, so bring your feet hip width apart, neutral spine. So we're just gonna start sending sit bones back, bend the knees, but don't reach forward with the knees. So take it as low as you're comfortable. Maybe use the blocks here. Good. So again, we don't want to lose the neutral spine. Hands around the ankles. Okay, I'm gonna adjust this. Here we go. So here, spine in neutral. If you found yourself somewhere here, coming up higher. Use a chair, use the. That's fine. Just hold it here. Okay. We don't want to round the back. It won't feel good on your lower back later if you do that. Okay. So go as low as you can. Hands around the ankles. Okay, look at your spine. Don't be here. Come on up if you are. Wish I could see you now. Because this is important, right? It's very easy to hurt the back here if not doing it right. So neutral spine. Treat it well. Good. Maybe go lower again without putting any tension in the lower back. And again, if you're concerned, you can just use the block here under the seat box and coming up into like supported crow pose, opening the hips. That actually feels pretty good, so give it a try. Block, 2 blocks, cushion. Again, if you don't have it, stay with the previous variation or take a little break. Oh, this is way too comfortable for me, so I'm gonna go a little lower. Yeah, like that. Lifting the heart, Okay, and now we're gonna remove the block and take it down here. So as I promised, we're gonna explore other pigeon variations. So bring the feet out. I'm gonna lean back. So you don't need block here because we're gonna be leaning back. You're comfortable, right? Exhale, drop one knee inside, and notice both legs 90-degree. Inhale, center. Exhale, drop. Inhale, exhale. Good. Now let's join all the way on the right. Bring your left hand on your right thigh. Inhale. Exhale, twist, look over your right shoulder. Good. Inhale. Let's turn towards the shin here. So this is supported or a yin variation of pigeon pose, right? We're not lifting the hips, please yet. I'll give you that option. But for now, your right hip, right knee, and right ankle on the ground. If anything is up, support it. Okay, you can support your knee, you can support your hip. Okay, chest, gonna go to the middle of the shin. So inhale, lift the heart, and exhale, start walking forward, just over the middle of the shin. Feel free to use the block under your forehead. Good. Now, if you're comfortable here, you should be. You can extend your back leg and bring more to the center. Stay here. And I'm just going to explain the full pigeon pose variation only if you feel like you're ready for it. So the full pigeon pose is when we square the hips, so we're lifting up here. Very important to keep it active if you decide to do it. So the previous variation, you can completely relax. This one, no. You want to keep kind of pressing with the foot into the ground. So we're activating the right muscle. So if you feel anything in your knee, come back to the previous variation. And if you're comfortable, of course, you can walk forward. Good. Inhale, slowly coming up, center. Let's do it several times again, just dropping one in. Hold the right knee in here, because we just did rotation, so we have to do internal rotation. You can even bring the foot on top. Hold deep breath. Okay, back to the center. And let's turn all the way to the left. Both legs 90-degree. Inhale. Exhale, twist towards your left shoulder. Look over the left shoulder. Right hand goes on your left knee or left thigh. Breathing deeply, inhaling length, exhaling twist. Inhale, center. Before we get into the yin variation of pigeon pose, let's check left hip, left knee, left foot down. So that will prevent any problem with the knee here. So if you feel your knee is coming up or your hip is coming up, support it. Maybe fold a blanket, maybe block. Inhale. And with the chest bone, we're gonna lean over the middle of the shin. Okay. If you can extend the back leg and bring more to the center. Relax. Forehead on the floor or on the block. Make sure everything's supported and feels comfortable. Because your hip, knee, and foot on the left side is completely on the ground. You can totally relax here. You don't have to activate anything. Breathing deeply, exhaling the tension. Feel free to stay there. I'm just going to demonstrate another variation if you're ready for the regular pigeon pose, but it's harder. So inhale, you can square the hips, lift up. Okay. So what's happening here? You have to be pressing, keeping it active by pressing with the edge of your left foot into the ground, or like with the pinky on the left foot. Yeah. All right. Now, if you're comfortable, then walk forward. And keeping it active, squaring the hips. Or if you choose to stay in the previous variation, that's totally fine. Remember the Ujjayi breath. Brushing the throat and the upper palate of your mouth with the air. On the inhale or and exhale. Slowly coming up here to the center. I'm gonna drop this left knee in now. So internal rotation. Hold it down with your right heel. Just counterbalancing stretch. Very good. Back to the center. Okay, let's see. Having an okay. We'll do one more here. Okay, so lay down on your back. And we're gonna go into this figure 4. But if you're comfortable, bring this right knee all the way on top of the left knee. See what I'm doing? Okay. If it's comfortable, then reach your feet. Neck on the ground, tailbone on the ground. Option figure 4 stretch. Just repeat figure 4 stretch. You can from here push with the outer edges of your feet against the palms, activate the muscle, and exhale, pull it more towards you, stretch, twisted root stretch. Inhale. With the arms, legs, give it a little shake. Do the other side. Again, option 1, figure 4. Option 2, hold on. Which leg did I do? Right, that's left. Option 2, left knee all the way over your right knee. Reaching your feet. Inhale, push with the outer edges of your feet against hands. Exhale, deepen stretch. If it gives you discomfort anywhere, figure 4 stretching and it's totally fine. Good. And relax. Come on up on your elbows here. Well, when I extend left leg and right leg, bring your foot close to the hip. Knees close to each other. If it's already uncomfortable, sit up on the block. Okay, so that's totally actually a very great variation. And fine, again, if you don't need it, remove the block. Start leaning back and feeling the stretch. Just want you to massage here a little bit between this hip bone and the beginning of your thigh. Might find some tender spot here. Lots of muscle attached there, including hip flexors. Maybe if you have a tennis ball or hockey ball, press it here. And then slowly start leaning back. If any tension on lower back or the knee, come back up. And again, the block can really help here. Notice if the knee is coming up, that's way too far. You want to keep the knee on the ground. Foot is pointing, heel close to the hip. And knee, if the knee comes out, it doesn't do the right work as well. So we want to bring the knee close to the midline as well. So straighten quad and hip flexor here. Drawing it down into the ground. One more deep breath. Good. Slowly coming out. Remove the block. Extend both legs. Give them a little shake. All right, legs straight. Bend the left knee. Knees close to the center, close to each other. I'm gonna turn so your left close to the hip. Pointing. And feel free to sit up. And first, we're just gonna find that tender spot there between the hip bone and the beginning of your lateral thigh. You can use your tennis ball or hockey ball. Good. Inhale and exhale. Start walking back into the stretch. Notice if the knee is coming up, bring it in and down. You can remove the block if you don't need it. As long as your seat bones on the floor or on the block, foot and knee down on the ground, you can go as low as you wish. Good. And next inhale, coming up. Before final couple poses and relaxation, if you have the block, bring it between the hip bone and the leg, but on the side. So we're aiming for a glute med and TFL. So if you have tight a T-band, it's usually not really gonna help to roll too much on IT band. It might a little bit, but actually that's where the reason is here in the upper heel, because that's the muscle and we can release it. So you'll feel it. It probably feels really tender. If you don't have tennis ball, find something round, it's not squishy for this purpose. Mhm. 3 deep breaths here. You can move it a little bit slightly. So that would be more glute med. And you can move it actually also in the middle of your glute. So that would be for piriformis and glute major and glute max. Breathing deeply, yes, it might be tender. It's very good to release this muscle because even with stretches, it's really hard to get there. So sometimes stretching and this releasing techniques, they really complement each other. Good. All right, coming up, let's do the other side. So we'll start with exactly the side, right from the hip bone. So this is above hip bone. Did I tell you it's below? No, below it was when we did the front. So this one hip bone a little bit above. Probably figure that out. Mhm. You will feel the right spot. Breathe deeply. So first one exactly at the side, then we'll move a little bit back and then further back. Good. So let's move a little bit back. Deep breath. Come back to the Ujjayi breath. Good. And let's bring it in the middle of the glute. Again, you'll feel the tender spot. So that's the piriformis. Breathe. You can just hold, or you can actually move a little in a circle or up and down. But if it hurts, just hold one spot is fine. Okay, yay. Remove the ball. Lie down on your back. Let's do one more twist and relaxation. So right knee to the chest, open your right arm, inhale, and exhale, twist to the left, look to the right. Now if you have a block, bring it here. When you twist, bring it under your knee, so kind of supporting the twist today a little. Inhale, center. Exhale, switch legs. So left knee to the chest, reach out to your right heel. Open your left arm. And then we're going to bring the block here. Inhale and exhale. So you need to your left knee with the block here. So the stretch is more relaxing. Reach through your right heel. And inhale back to the center. Very good. Relax in Savasana, legs and arms apart. Palms facing up. Give it a little. Roll the head side to side. Massage the skull. And then bring your head back to the center and completely relax. Eyes up. Relax your eyes. Relax the forehead. Relax your jaw. Slightly open your mouth. Relax your throat. And relax your heart. Relax your shoulders and arms. Relax your solar plexus. Notice if there is any tension there. We're holding on to any emotions there. And then allow the space. Gently push it out. Relax. Relaxing your belly, upper and lower. Relaxing your hips, lower back, legs, knees, ankles, toes. Allow your entire body to relax completely. feel free to stay in Savasana and keep relaxing. If you're ready to wake up, take a deep inhale. Exhale, side out. Again, deep inhale. Exhale, side out. Start waking up. Wiggle the toes, wiggle the fingers. Roll the hands, roll the feet. Just on your back. Arms over the head, stretch. And exhale, bring knees to the chest, hug them and rock side to side. Whenever you're ready, roll on your side. Feel free to stay here more. Or coming up to seated. Good. How are you feeling? Okay. My hips definitely need that release technique, so hope you enjoyed it as well. Next time we can focus more on the upper body, neck and shoulders. Again, give me a feedback. What would you like to focus on in the next sessions? And thank you again. Thank you for joining. Have a great weekend. Namaste.